everybody, it's time for another episode of Nick's Nerd Network, and I'm Nick. We're going to be doing another Pokemon Topics video. So we're going to be covering the Pokemon of Generation 2 that mean a lot to me. So this is going to be part 1, there's going to be a part 2 to this video, and I'm really excited to get started, so let's go. So I can't even really call this a Pokemon type or a Pokemon, but I'm going to group it together in a very generic category. And this is one of the types that honestly, throughout the course of the series, really has just really grind my gears, and it's really pissed me off. And that is baby Pokemon, which it started in Generation 2. What really grinds my gears about baby Pokemon is they're worse versions of Pokemon we already know. Yes, they're cute, but some of them are coming from Pokemon that were already cute. We don't need a cuter Pikachu. We don't need a cuter Clefairy or a cuter Jigglypuff. I mean, Jynx had its problems, but you know, we're not going to talk politics or racism. But these Pokemon were honestly abominations. Why would you want a system where the Pokemon are getting worse and harder to evolve? To evolve them by tameness or having to get them to level 30 for like a baby-sized Pokemon, that's awful. The only baby Pokemon that I will justify, and I don't know. The only baby Pokemon I justify is Tyrogue because it was the one that bridged the gaps between Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. And the other abomination we're not going to talk about right now. Now, you can't really truly cover Generation 2 without talking about one of the most well-deserved evolutions in the game, and that is Crobat. Crobat took a meme-worthy Pokemon like Zubats and Golbats that were super annoying in the caves and made it into an incredibly powerful Pokemon. I was so excited. I actually didn't even give Crobat a chance until I was in probably Generation 3 or 4, because it just had such a stigma behind it because of Zubat and Golbat just being so common and so annoying. But it was a really great Pokemon. Its attack was high, its speed was high, and it learned a pretty diverse move pool, especially in the later games. Moves that were really powerful, especially if you get them off quick. So this Pokemon is arguably one of the best evolutions that came from Generation 2. Now, there's a lot of frustrating Pokemon in this game that belong to gym leaders. One of them is Kingdra. Oh my gosh, Kingdra was so frustrating, and it's one of those Pokemon that they must boost the stats or make them extra difficult in the games as gym leaders Pokemon, because I feel like whenever I use a Kingdra, it's not nearly as good in an unstoppable tank as it is when it's being used by a gym leader. And it took me so many tries because Grass really wasn't that effective against it, and Ice moves weren't effective against it because it was a water type, and it really seemed to be this invulnerable tank of a Pokemon. And after you got whittled down by these Dragnares upon Dragnares upon Dragnares, and then you come up against this beast over and over and over again, just completely wiping out your team with some really unreasonably accurate Hydro Pumps. Now, I think one of the most annoying things about Generation 2 was their one-off Pokemon. And those are the Pokemon that didn't get evolutions in Generation 2. They were just singular. They weren't strong. They looked kind of cute, but they weren't powerful and you couldn't use them. I'm talking Pokemon like Quillfish, or Sneasel really wasn't that good in the original games. Or we can talk about Corsola. Yes, looked kind of neat. They filled some sort of niche, but they weren't good. And I feel like this generation in general was a disservice to fans because they just pumped out some random cute looking Pokemon that all kind of had the same derpy faces, and they really weren't good or useful, and it was frustrating. And some of them have received a little love over the years and got new evolutions or different advancements to their stats, but there's still a lot of unused and unutilized Pokemon that it's sad they're just going to sit in the realm of forgotten Pokemon that have never been used and never been loved. Time for another segment of Who's That Waste of Space? And we're going to be talking today about Hitmontop. Now, I loved Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, and like I've said previously, I justified Tyrogue as a baby Pokemon because it connected the line. But we didn't need is this middle child monstrosity called Hitmontop. It really didn't bring anything new or exciting. It was a huge pain in the bum to evolve. Sorry, gotta keep this family friendly. And it just didn't live up to the hype. I mean, people were excited. There's this whole new Hitmon line evolution, and you finally got it. You had to make sure that it was balanced with defense and attack, and you worked really hard. You'd had to try multiple times. You had to buy expensive items to get the right amount of stats, and it evolved, and it was pretty terrible. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video about the Generation 2 Pokemon that had a huge impact on my life or I have strong opinions about. And if you want to see more videos like this, there's going to be a part 2 to this video, and we'll be releasing that soon. So please subscribe and like this video, and if you don't subscribe, you're not going to know when the next part is, and you're going to be constantly living in suspense. Thanks so much for watching. This is Nick signing off. Bye. It's promotion time. Hey guys, it's Tommy, the Green Ranger here, and I have a special message for my friend Nick. Go to my channel and subscribe. Go to my channel and subscribe. Go to my channel. Watch more videos on my channels. Go.